So the question today is, why do I need to keep a voice practice journal? Well, the shorter answer is, well, you don't need to keep a voice practice journal. Okay, but I'm here to tell you that it's a really, really good idea, and there are several reasons for it. Okay, number one, when you keep a voice practice journal, you can monitor your progress. You can see where you've started and where you are right now and how you got there. Okay, you can see habits that actually are helping or hindering your progress. You can also have a record that you can go back to in the future once you've achieved a particular goal, and then you realize, oh, I don't seem like I'm progressing anymore. Why am I not progressing? What do I need to do to keep moving forward? Well, what you could do is you could look at your practice journal from the past and then figure out sort of what it was that you did to achieve the current goal that you have achieved. And then figure out, oh, yeah, okay, I can go back and I can try that again. Okay? So a practice journal is a very helpful record of what it is that you are working on and how you have worked on it. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, a practice journal is not about keeping a diary. There doesn't necessarily have to be any kind of narrative in a journal. But what you do want to do is you want to keep record of some very specific details. Number one, when you go to practice, make sure in your journal you write the date and the time and the place that you are practicing, okay? And once the practice session is over, mark the ending time, so you know how long you practiced, okay? Then the other thing that's really, really important is set a goal for your practice time. Okay, what is it that you're trying to accomplish in this dedicated period of time? You know, is it that you're trying to work out something technical, or that you are trying to actually try to get some stamina in your singing, or perhaps you are trying to work on your communication of the text, or whatever it is. I want you to write a goal for that practice session, because then what happens is that keeps you focused. Okay, so that you're not just sitting in a practice room or in your living room or wherever it is that you practice, and just singing things or wondering what you should do or whatever. You actually have a focused goal that you can go towards. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to write down, and you don't have to do this as you're practicing. You can do this at the end of your practice session. Write down, what did you do? Did you vocalize? Okay. How long did you vocalize? And what are the key vocalization exercises that you did? Just jot them down in just, a list. All right. Then write down what you worked on. Okay. Doesn't have to be, you could say, I worked on the cabaletta of this aria, or I worked from measures 56 to 120 in this song. Whatever. And then what you want to do is, as a reflection, after you have practiced, write down, did you accomplish your goal? If you didn't, what kept you from accomplishing your goal? Okay. Did you feel good about your practice session? Did it go well? Or did it not go so well? And do you feel like there's a reason that it didn't go so well? Maybe it was that you were particularly dry that day, or maybe it was that you didn't get a whole lot of sleep that night or the night before, or maybe it was that you didn't eat lunch and you just didn't have the physical stamina to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Okay? So again, this doesn't have to be a long narrative, just little phrases that just give you an idea of what it was that you did and how you felt about it and whether or not you accomplished your goal. Okay? Do that every single time that you practice. One last little point. At the very bottom of this page for that practice day, what I want you to do is I want you to write down when you're going to practice next and what your goal is for that future session. Okay? So then you are already thinking about the next time that you're going to practice, and you have a very specific goal in mind for that practice session. Now, of course, that goal can change the next time that you walk into a practice room, but the point is that you're always thinking about the journey as a whole, not just about what you did in that very moment. Okay? So get practicing.